From our teens to our 20s, 40s, 50s, and beyond, women's bodies are constantly changing, and so are our gynecological health needs. Joining us to break down what women should know about their gynecological health at every stage of life is board-certified gynecologist NYU Langone at NYU Langone and host of Health Starts With Her, Dr. Tara Shirazian. It's great to see you.
Nice to see you. Thank you for having me.
Of course, I'm so glad in this year of our Lord 2026 we can actually talk about gynecology on live television.
I love that. I love that for us.
Why is it so important to have a relationship and have a gynecologist, and at what age should someone have their first visit to a gynecologist?
Yes, I think this is so important because young women as early as age 21 really should be coming in for their first visits with their gynecologist, even if they're not sexually active.
Okay.
I think a lot of women think, okay, I'm going to wait until I'm sexually active to visit the gynecologist, but it's really important to go in early. You want to talk about your personal history, you want to talk about your family history, you need those pap smears, and overall, you want to talk about your menstrual health in your early 20s.
So you shouldn't go, a young woman shouldn't go when she first starts menstruating. You think wait a little bit?
Well, if there are issues with menstruating in teenagers, absolutely you should go into the gynecologist, kind of in coordination with the pediatrician. But yes, if there's a problem early on, you should definitely go in. If you have a family history of things like fibroids and endometriosis, maybe you want to have those earlier visits.
So, okay, let's start with the 20s and the 30s. What screenings or exams should women never skip during those years?
Yes, so I think as early as age 21, we should be doing those pap smears. We should be coming in for STD testing if we are sexually active. So if women have had their sexual debut, they want to come in for STD screening. That's super important. And I really think it's important to talk about your menstrual health, as I mentioned, and your family history. So if you have genetic risk factors in your family, you want to raise those issues very early on so you can get the care, the personalized care that you need around those health issues.
And also breast health awareness, and also that ties into your family history.
And of course, birth control. IUDs, oral contraceptive pills for pregnancy prevention, very, very important.
Okay, let's skip to the 40s and 50s. What are we dealing with now?
Yes, so as women age, the issues that start to take precedence are things like fertility. So they come into the doctor to talk about maybe fertility planning. You want to continue with those screening tests. Again, you want to talk about those personal risk factors. Once you reach 40, you really should be talking about breast cancer screening. You should be getting those first mammograms. You should be thinking a little more carefully about cancer risk and hormonal change. Because we know perimenopause, starts up to 10 years before actual menopause. And so those shifting hormones can give women a lot of new symptoms, usually starting in their 40s.
I'm in that. I am in that crowd. And I also find that I want to be informed when I go into the gynecologist's office, so we'll talk more about that. But let's continue on now, the 60s and beyond.
Yes, and so 50s, we're still doing our mammograms. We're talking about menopausal transition. Average age is 51. We're talking about hormone health. Maybe we're talking about hormone replacement therapy. If they're a candidate or if they are interested, those conversations should be happening. Bone density. We didn't talk this whole time about exercise, right? But wellness in general, exercise, good nutrition, starting in our 20s. Those are valuable things that we want to start early on that only build. And when you get to your 40s, 50s, and 60s, you should be exercising every day because really weightlifting, muscle building, strength training, these are all very important pieces to long-term health.
That's right. And I say to I have nieces who are in their 20s, and they're all super athletes, but I'm like, you are putting away towards your savings account of good health when you're old like me. So I'm constantly
You're investing in your future.
That's right.
Right? And in your 40s and 50s and 60s, it's even more important because muscle mass loss happens regularly every year. So you start to lose that muscle mass. So you need to be doing strength training and exercise. And you want good bone density.
That's right.
So we start with bone density screening, usually a little later, around 65, unless you have risk factors. But it's very important to keep up good bone health.
For someone who's watching this, whether they are themselves a woman or they know a woman that they want to support, what's a what's one key piece of advice you have for them?
Yes. Well, I mean, I think that in general, the more, like we just said, you invest in your health from an early age, the more you educate yourself, the more you practice good daily habits and patterns, the better your health will be over your lifespan. We do a show called Health Starts With Her on YouTube, and it's really geared towards educating women at every life stage. So we have episodes on fibroids. It's Fibroid Awareness Month.
Hooray!
On fibroids,
Yeah.
on endometriosis, on wellness, on menopause.
Yeah.
So please check us out on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Or follow me at Dr. Shirazian.
You have a new follower. Thank you so much. It was great to talk to you.
It's
And you
great
at home, if you want more women's health information, check out the doctor's Health Starts Here now. Health Starts Here.
Health Starts With Her.
Health Starts With Her. Holy smokes. I need to go see, I got brain fog. Is our show available
Come see me.
on YouTube? Come see you.